Stay cool, baby.
Alright, well, it appears Kost has surrendered. He's thrown in the towel. He's done. It sucks. You know, I wanted him to be a worthy opponent. He's not going to do that. I wanted someone I could talk to that, you know, debate Mac versus PC stuff with, you know, do that kind of stuff, but apparently I was looking at the wrong guy here. He doesn't seem to know what he's talking about, really. I mean, he knows some stuff more than the average user, but is it that hard to find like a Mac person who knows what they're talking about? I mean, Eric Meek, he knows what he's talking about, but Kost doesn't know what he's talking about. He never talks about Mac versus PC. I mean, he does rarely, but it's hard to find videos where he's talking about Mac versus PC. Most of his stuff is more bash videos towards other people, which don't do much good. And so he surrendered after he didn't think I was gonna fight back. He just sent out another one of his ownage videos, and I kind of bat that off. I batted that away with my eyes closed, pretty much. And I guess I was kind of hoping he'd think of something to say back, but I guess that was it. That was the end of this. That was the end of the train right there. Ran out of gas already. He gave up and surrendered. So he says I'm welcome on his Ustream, but he's never on Ustream. He never comes on there, and then he blocks me, so I can't message him asking, you know, when you're gonna be on Ustream or anything like that. Or I tried to call you on Skype. That's fine. No one, you know, people are telling me that I owned Kost and things. I didn't own him. You know, he gave up. I didn't own him. He, if anything, owned himself. He gave up. So stop saying I owned him. It's just he gave up. He surrendered to me. Which I guess in a way is kind of ownage, but on his part. Anyway. Also, in this video I'm talking about why is it I can't find a single, not one Mac user that doesn't think they belong in the OC. I mean, they're all really over dramatic. They're crying about racism and making all these comments like, ooh, you're gay and all that stuff when they don't have their shit backed up. They can't back anything up. If I ever say anything about a Mac or a PC, I will provide proof. I haven't gotten around to any actual Mac vs. PC videos yet. I'm working on one now, but a lot of people have mistaken me for someone who hates Mac. I don't hate Mac. I just think Windows is better. What I don't like and what I talk about usually is the Mac community. I have a Mac. I love my Mac. I'm using it right now to record this on the iSight camera thing. What I don't like is the Mac community. You all have like your own little inner over-dramatic circle, you know, where you guys cry about things on Kost Ustream and you get all upset and get your panties in a bunch and start crying and lawyers get called and things like that. Chill out. Really, it's computers. Okay, we're all geeks here. I don't think anyone on the PC side lets it get to them at all. We make jokes about it. We pretty much, you know, the Mac Underground, and then, you know, he just makes comedy videos. People laugh at him, and I do the same thing. I'm making more comedy videos than really Mac vs. PC stuff, and we make a few jokes here and there. Yeah, we do. And then people on the Mac side start crying about it. They get really upset. You know, they work really hard to try to get accounts banned. Kost calls his lawyer about every 5 minutes. You know, he says he's gonna blow someone's head off with his gun, which, you know, I could probably get him in a lot of trouble and get him banned for things like that, but I don't care, okay? I'm not an overdramatic little girl. He says we're girls, but guys don't hold grudges. We don't get all pissed off about things. Girls do, and Kost has been holding a grudge for this entire time towards everybody. If you say the slightest thing to him, he calls up his lawyer, tries to get you banned. He blocks you on YouTube and hides from you. gets all huffy and puffy about it. So I say enough. It's just, if you're gonna talk Mac versus PC, talk Mac versus PC. I've been on here a few weeks. Well, on this account for a few weeks, and I haven't gotten a single slight bit of evidence of any Mac versus PC stuff in the Mac community. I've talked about Mac versus PC stuff with more PC users than I have with Mac users. Mac users, they don't want to debate Mac versus PC. They want to flame other people because they know the average Mac user doesn't know much about computers. They don't want to know much about computers. And you can get all mad at me about that, but that's the fact. That's why they have Apple Care and the Apple representatives and all the propaganda that they have over the Apple Store. They do that for like little old ladies who don't want to mess with computers. They just want a little cutesy little simple computer. Like I've said, Macs are designed for anyone to use. They were designed for Paris Hilton's poodle. I mean, they look like that. They're all flashy and all trendy and all that stuff. So the average Mac user doesn't know what they're talking about. Now the Mac versus PC community of Mac users, that half of it, they're almost the same. They know some stuff about computers, but like Eric, no offense, but you've admitted many times that you've never used a high-end PC. You have your laptop, but that's not a very high-end PC. You've admitted that you've never used in your life a high-end PC. And Kost, I highly doubt you've gone anywhere near a computer since you worked at that tech shop. Which, by the way, that's not a good way to base your opinion off anything, because you get idiots that walk in there with problems for their computers. You see only the bad part of it. You are working on the bad part of it. And if they take it to tech support like that, they're idiots. They don't know anything about computers, so they probably fucked it up themselves. So don't go by that, Kost, alright? So, anyway, I guess what I'm saying is, Mac people, they need to calm down. Like right now, they need to just calm down. Because they're getting really upset. They're crying all over this. Over some things that I've said, some things other people have said, like Mac Underground, and just chill out, okay? It's a joke. We're all geeks here. Mac people, PC people alike, we're all geeks. We're in the geek community. People single us out and group us together anyway. They don't separate us as the Mac guys and PC guys. They don't care. As far as the rest of the world's concerned, we're all geeks together. So, don't take it so offensively and start calling your lawyer. Just deal with it, okay? Deal with it. I might say some things that are kind of mean. I'm kind of an ass, and I don't care. Just deal with it, okay? You guys probably, actually, I know you guys say a lot of bad things about me. I don't care. I deal with it. You know what? Who cares? I'm going to be talking about some Mac vs. PC stuff coming up here. And I'm going to be, my first video that I'm going to put out is a list of things, list of reasons why I love my Mac. That's what I'm going to put up first.